It's really cool. My son and my daughter came to me about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago and went, "Dad, we're so glad you're singing about God. That is so cool." And I think of all the things I could get told, that pretty much is the tops. I am Tim Rushlow, and I am a Christian artist. Never said that before, but I'm saying it now. I guess you could say with God Bless Texas, I was a Christian artist for one song. He did bless Texas, I must say, and that's going to never not be a song that makes me smile. I mean, I've been a believer for years, but I don't know, it just felt like the last few years I was really getting the tug to move into that direction and to cut a record that I thought would bring the hope of God to a lot of people that maybe don't know Him. And it just feels right. The timing's right. You know when it's right, you know when you're at peace with it, and I just feel blessed to get the opportunity to do it. Got a great producer. Ian Esklin is a nut. He's great. He's hilarious. He's a great father, a great friend, great husband. When we met, he had no idea who I was. He just knew I was some guy wanting to cut some Christian stuff. Ian was in the car with his wife, and What Might Have Been came on the radio from my days with Little Texas, and she was like, "Hey, that's Tim on the radio." And he was listening to it like, "What? That's Tim?" And I love that he didn't know. I think that was kind of cool, So we just continued to forge and write, and then we went in to start recording some music, and it meant a lot to me to get to go in and to kind of spread my wings and fly and not worry about fitting a country format, or just to make a great record that hopefully had some pop rock sensibilities to it, but that I think had a great foundation that points up. Rain Down on Me is our single. It was the one that everybody just kind of gravitated towards as the first song in the kind of get to know Rushlow category. It came from having lived some life. We've all got that spot where things get really dry and you're just parched.
Rain down on me, open the sky. I'm thirsty and my soul is dry.
Probably one of the best fun times we had writing, but yet we were completely serious about creating the story of what it feels like to be bone dry and really needing the grace from God. Freedom is the anthem. Freedom is just one of those songs that just talks about breaking free. You need it. You need to be free. And I think the song, the first verse talks about, I don't want to be a prisoner anymore and trapped in the shackles of my pride. Man, I have lived that one.
And I know that only you can give me freedom. God, give me freedom.
I had a friend of mine that had taken his life a few years ago, and it just really haunted me that I didn't call him. Of course, when you don't know, you don't know. And I had this dream that he was in my living room. I was just freaked out. I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I came back. I wanted to tell you something." I was like, "What?" And he poked me in the chest and he said, "Finish it."
I'm gonna live more than I'm living. I'm gonna give more than I'm giving.
I stayed up and wrote the beginnings of the song. Ended up finishing it with Danny Orton and with my longtime manager, Chrissy DiNapoli, who gave us a great title with Unfinished Symphony.
An unfinished symphony.
I've never recorded or sang or wrote a project that sounded like this in my life. I kind of come to this place now where, I don't know, I feel like I've kind of grown up. Here I am, I'm 55. No, I'm kidding. I just got to this place where I felt like I'd grown up, and then I felt like I'd grown up with God as well, and it was kind of time. You just know when it's time. I didn't have anything chasing me with it. It was just like I just had that sweet, sweet spirit go, "Hey, we should do this." And I knew. I think I had this fear that if I ever did it, it wasn't going to be, as good. And I think that was totally wrong, because I actually think this is the best thing I've ever recorded. Could have done this 10 years ago. But I don't know if 10 years ago I was ready for it. So I think I had some growing up to do.
It's never too late.